Hello, everyone, and welcome to Don't Get a Therapist Yet, a podcast all about mental health issues, particularly around therapy. And today I'm going to talk about a therapy called ACT, which stands for Acceptance and Commitment Therapy. So, a very, very warm welcome to all the listeners. So, ACT helps you to make room for difficult thoughts and feelings, but still focus on behaviors that are important to you and following values that are important to you. We're going to look at some evidence-based ACT and then talk about 5 easy skills that you can develop around how to diffuse yourself from unhelpful thoughts. So, this is just an educational podcast. It's not a substitute for therapy. If you're struggling or in a crisis, please reach out to your GP or your local mental health services. So, one idea about thinking of ACT is think of your mind like the weather. Some days are sunny, some days are stormy. ACT doesn't encourage you to try to control the weather. It does teach you how to deal with the weather. Say, for example, carry an umbrella, but also keep going out in whatever weather it is and keep walking towards the life that you want. So, ACT is built on 6 basic habits. The first one is a little bit of mindfulness, which is about in being here in the present moment, focusing on whatever is around you right now, unhooking from thoughts so they boss you around less, have a different relationship with your thoughts. Making space for feelings. ACT is not about not feeling or damping down feelings. It is actually acknowledging the whole range of feelings, even the tough ones. Notice there are different parts of you. This is a difficult one to explain, really, but almost you can actually have a part of you which is more observing you. The idea is that you actually watch your thoughts come and go. The next point is knowing what truly matters to you. This is often called values in ACT. What is the meaning of your life? What is it that you want to do? What's important? And then to take small actions that line up with those values. So, my first point is ACT evidence-based? Well, the good answer is yes. There's a solid and growing pile of studies showing ACT helps with things like anxiety, depression, stress, and long-term health conditions, especially how to function day to day. It is used across the NHS services and is included in UK guidance for issues such as chronic pain. It won't delete difficult feelings, but it can help you to struggle less and live more. So, what are the 5 skills I'm going to teach you now from ACT? So, often difficult thoughts, we call them sticky thoughts. A sticky thought is like you can't get rid of it. It keeps going round and round and then it's there all the time. So, an example of a sticky thought would be, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? They'll judge me. So, first of all, it's just being clear about what it is, the thought that you have in your head as well. So sometimes you might notice a feeling, but just sort of go into your mind and think, okay, what am I thinking? When you're feeling the experience, when you're feeling angry, what is in my mind that is creating the feeling of anger? And when you actually get the thought, you actually take the thought and actually say, I am having the thought that dot, dot, dot. So an example is rather than I'll mess up, you'll say, I'm having the thought that I'll mess up. And this helps because it actually provides a tiny gap between you and the thought. It feels less like a fact and more like something your mind is saying to you. So there's a very subtle difference there. Okay, so have a go. That's very, very easy to do. Sometimes the way you can say is my anxious mind is telling me dot, dot, dot. The next one is called Name the Story. And this is a great one to do. So ACT says that you actually play familiar stories. So that you have the story of I'm not good enough, I could catastrophize, I'm an imposter. So when you have that thought, the idea is you say, here we go. I'm telling myself the imposter story. And then the idea is say, thank you, mind. I'm going to get back to what matters. So it's actually sort of challenging the patterns that you get into, the habits you get into thinking, and actually saying it is a story that you're telling yourself. It doesn't actually have any evidence that it's actually true. You're just telling yourself the story. The third one is leaves on a stream. And this is where a visualization technique. The idea is if you close your eyes or you can lower your gaze, if it's safe to do so. So the third one is leaves on a stream. And this is where you close your eyes if it's safe, or lower your gaze if possible. Then I want you to picture forest, maybe the sun streaming through, um, smell the lovely damp earth, and maybe listen to the birds. And you're beside a slow stream. And whenever you get a distressing thought, the idea is you put that thought on a leaf and then watch it float past you way, way into the distance. And the more thoughts you have, you just do the same thing. You put it on a leaf and you watch it float past way, way into the distance. If you sometimes struggle and the leaf comes back to you, you say, no problem, put it back and watch it drift away. And the idea here is that you're practicing watching thoughts instead of fighting them. You're having a different relationship with your thoughts. You're saying you can let them go. My fourth technique is to create a drawing of your thoughts. This is a very Wendy thing that I've created, but the idea is that, say you are thinking, I'm no good. You create a very simple drawing, just an outline drawing of you and this thought. And how do you represent the thought? Is it like huge? Is it engulfing you? Is it a tiny little thought? Does it come in and out? Is it like a cloud over you? Or are you drowning in the thought? Then redraw it how you would like the thought to be. So you're not getting rid of the thought's still there, but maybe draw it differently. How would you like it to be? Maybe the thought bubble could be smaller, lighter, or maybe you could be stamping on the thought or chucking the thought away with a ball. Have some fun with it, really, and see how creative you can be with this thought. The fifth one is to name the thought and then to use an anchor, which I'll explain in a minute. So an example could be you're worrying about tomorrow, and then you name it. Oh, here we go. Here come the anxiety thoughts again. This time, return to an example of an anchor. An example could be reminding yourself that your feet are firmly on the floor. That's one anchor. Or another anchor could be using your breath. So you actually breathe in very slowly and then breathe out very slowly. Breathe in very slowly, breathe out very slowly. And this is really, really good to actually focus your attention on something else, something important. So that could be a small action like doing something like going for a walk or answering a call or answering an email. Just move yourself away from the thought. So say, for example, you're about to do a presentation. Your mind shouts, you'll embarrass yourself. So you're having the thought that you embarrass yourself. The story is you're an imposter. And then your anchor is feel your feet on the floor and just breathe in, out and in, out and in. Why are you doing this presentation. You're doing it because you want to be helpful to the audience and you want to show your skills off and your ability. And the idea is that you just get up and practice. Open your slides and read the first line. The anxiety might be there, but you're having a different relationship with the anxiety. So it's really important that if you thoughts and feelings are overwhelming or risky or stopping you from doing your daily life, please contact your GP or your local therapy service. A trained ACT therapist like myself can tailor these skills to you as well. So, just going to give you a bit of a challenge. So, put one unhooking skill and use it for 1 day a week. Notice what changes. Notice how you feel. Notice whether you can do more of what matters. If this helped, share it with someone who needs a gentle way to handle a busy mind. So thank you so much. I hope you find that useful. Please contact me if you want any more information or go to my website, wendycastellino.com. Very pleased to hear from you. Thank you.